What is going on with the data protection and the digital world? Within the next few days in Italy, there will be the implementation of the Cookies Directive, with a substantial impact on the digital world, and in particular on the current internet advertising business. The Italian Ministry for Economic Development launched a consultation on the implementation of the directive, and in particular on the basis of the current text of the legislation that has been made available for the consultation, it will be very likely the introduction of a strict opt-in requirement for behavioral advertising. This is not in accordance with Recital 66 of the same directive, which provides that consent can be provided, for instance, also through browser settings. And this position is confirmed by Alexandre Alvaro, the EU Directive Rapporteur, which stated that in fact this Recital 66 confirms that there is no strict opt-in or opt-out position. Each state is actually free to determine its own rules. Regardless of these legislation drafting issues, what would in fact be the impact of a strict opt-in requirement in the Italian digital world? Well, the impact would be very, very substantial and negative for the behavioral online advertising, and in fact for all of these advertising that is financing a lot of these free internet models that we have already been used to. There are alternatives to the opt-in requirement, and there are ways of introducing within our jurisdiction some opt-out elements that can still guarantee the protection of the individuals and the protection of their data. From the industry, there's been some proposals on a European and on an Italian level trying to introduce some codes of conduct. Such code of conduct provide some substantial data security elements, including also other data retention and other creative solutions that would still allow the protection of the individuals. The risk now is that if the legislation is too strict, we can reach a paradox whereby all the internet users will end up being registered users. And by being registered users, they will be subject to even more invading behavioral advertising. As I said, there are loads of creative solutions that would be very protective. But you cannot identify a solution if you treat an advertising cookie like, for instance, any other spyware. It is time to be a bit more creative in the legal drafting. Otherwise, there is the risk that by imposing some theoretically protective regulations, you end up actually affecting the right of the individuals and also affecting the overall industry. Please let me know if you want to further discuss. Thank you.